Part 2. So, traditionally, a pilgrimage is a journey towards the sacred, a movement through space with devotion, ritual, and shared meaning. But what happens when the Christmas bird count becomes a secular pilgrimage? So each December, people typically meet up for Christmas at the same location, the same geographical location, and typically walk the same 15-mile circle year after year after year, which becomes a tradition. The act of walking becomes an embodied practice, echoing the rhythms of religious pilgrimage. And Jorgensen in 2020 argues that we need better stories about how humans relate to nature, stories that acknowledge ritual and meaning making, not just science. And the Christmas bird count offers exactly that, a journey where the sacred is measured not in relics, but in wings. I argue that the relics that people are seeing in a Christmas bird count are not religious relics, but they are the birds themselves. The birds become kind of like an embodied sacral thing that you go and see. And you don't go and touch them, but you do go and see them. The Christmas bird count unfolds like a ritual. The birders gather early in the morning and they layer against cold if they're in cold areas. All the Christmas bird counts that I've attended, I've had to layer against cold. And you set out together with your family or with the people that you celebrate Christmas with. The participants often describe the Christmas bird count as meaningful beyond the data, saying that it gives them a sense of renewal, even purpose, as it is citizen science that actually does have an impact, as I mentioned earlier. And like a rites of passage, there's preparation, there's the shared journey, and then there's a return home. The count circle becomes a kind of sacred route where science and ceremony blur. And the Christmas bird count is not just about the birds, it's about people and local groups that organize the counts, that pass the knowledge and ensure that the knowledge is passed from generation to generation. Parents bring their children and seasoned birders mentor beginners. During my first bird count, I was actually mentored by people who were the same age as me, who taught me how to look at the birds and how to identify them. And then a couple of weeks ago in Pennsylvania, on a different birding expedition, I had seasoned birders who were explaining to me how to identify the birds in Pennsylvania, which are slightly different than the ones we find in Montreal. Again, my favorite scholar, Jorgensen, in 2021, and on a different paper, calls this ecological citizenship, a way of belonging that is both social and environmental. By participating, individuals become part of something larger, a community bound not by creed, but by care for the more than human world.